Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. A lot happened between the time Bola Ahmed Tinubu, aka Jagaban, was seen with white clothes. A lot of people have insinuated a lot, and of course, Aregbesola, the former governor, have decided to take it, slug it all out with Jagaban. Said quite a lot, to Jagaban. A lot also happened where he's asked for a lot of probing going on. Well, human rights activists have decided to react. A lot of Nigerians are reacting. It looks like 2023 may be a favorable one for citizens if we take the right step. We're going to find out in a moment what is going on social media concerning Southwest, concerning Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political career, and of course concerning the fact that even prodigies are rising up and speaking up. Nigerians are excited. Before going to the news proper, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, human rights activist Deji Adeyanju has described the current face-off between the Minister of Interior Ralph Aregbesola and the national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a good development for the citizens. He condemned the situation where any politician will want to assume the position of a godfather and dictate how things should happen on the political scene. Report has it that Adeyanju made the statement against the backdrop of the political crisis rocking the APC in Osun State, which has pitched Aregbesola and Tinubu against each other. He also used the opportunity to express his mind on the 2023 presidential ambition of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stating that Nigeria will become a one-party state under APC leader, as he would want to impose his will on every section of the country's activity. Adeyanju cautioned Tinubu to stop equating himself to a political god, as anyone who does that is close to a fall. I quote him, "I commend the courage of Aregbesola for having the guts to dare the so-called political god of the Southwest. Looking at the trajectory of Tinubu, Aregbesola is one of those used to subvert the will of the people in Lagos, especially in the political axis of Iyanekpaja and other axes over the years. Tinubu eventually installed him as the governor of Osun to further his political dynasty in the Southwest. It is the joy of every citizen to see the demystification of the so-called political godfathers as witnessed in Edo and other places in the country. When the political actors fight, then the liberation of the citizens is close." We also saw the demystification of political dynasty in Kwara using Otoge in 2019. However, we look at it, it's a welcome development when the political gladiators clash, because it then suggests that it's one of the easiest ways for the people's freedom to be actualized. Indeed, there is a political dynasty in the Southwest, which is why some of us kick against the presidential aspiration of Tinubu. If you look at the way he operates like a god in Lagos and the other parts of Southwest, imagine giving such a person presidential power. Nigeria will likely become a one-party state. Tinubu is not a Democrat at all. He imposes his will. Imagine he moved a governor because he did not do his bidding and put a narcissist in Lagos. Man, Adeyanju is talking. It has always been like that in the majority of the state controlled by him in the Southwest. It will affect his ambition, because if you look at the self-indictment by Aregbesola, that they have been the ones who rated him beyond what he deserved to be rated. If you look at that indictment, you will realize that they are the ones who expanded his political reign. So, if you people like Aregbesola and some critical stakeholders are against Tinubu, then there is a problem. I can tell you for the fact that Tinubu's presidency is going to be a jeopardy for people like Aregbesola, Akeredolu, Fayemi, and Mosun in Ogun State, because they would not work for him. The Oyo people may likely work for him because there's no substantive leader there. It is always a joy to see the demystification of the so-called political god. Just like Aregbesola said, indeed there is no God except the Almighty. And you know, when people begin to ascribe to himself power meant for the Almighty God, then they are setting themselves up for a defeat. During the last election, this man went to Osun and was openly boasting before Kabiyesi that he's richer than Osun. What is in Osun? I totally agree with Aregbesola on the issue he raised that Tinubu is equating himself to a political god in the southwest. Adeyanju said in a chat with Daily Post. And this is quite interesting. All this is coming from Deji Adeyanju. If you have been following these political outbursts, you will agree with me that it looks like Aregbesola, the Minister of Interior, he has had it up to his neck. Like they will say in Kwara, Otoge. Like Charlie Boy will say, our Mumu don't do. When NSTAR started, looks as if it was going to be a joke. Is that one protest? It's child's play. NSTAR became a national phenomenon. This thing started with Edo State when they started doing it with Lagos, when they started trying to decide psychologically intimidating and politically intimidating Obaseki. The people got vexed. What is this? Must you install whoever you think is right? Well, where is the people's will? Well, the people decided to choose Obaseki, not because Obaseki was the best, but they wanted to prove a point that the people's will matter. If we say you will not install, if you carry the ballot box, we will follow the ballot box to the end. Now, the challenge now is Aregbesola is talking. Barely 24 hours after Aregbesola made his mind, his intention known, and where his standpoint is with he was a former protege. He was a prodigy of Tinubu. After a breakout and all, he's now a man alone. After he had fracas in Osun APC, he's no more hiding. He's eating in Gbasgbos, and he's now saying enough of all this. If you've not seen the video, it's made in Yoruba language. It's laden with it was laden with so much thoughts, as in Aregbesola gave, in fact, shocked a lot of us, the gods. Such boldness. It was not even up to 48 hours after. 24 hours, barely 24 hours. They started bringing prison, all the funds that he used to do prison renovation. Well, I guess this storm too shall pass. And when you decide to, begin to ask questions, against your godfather, this is about to happen. But if Nigerians generally rise, like the Jadeji is saying, that when two gladiators are off, maybe there's hope for the citizen. That's we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. This drama is not ending anytime soon.